Morning bells. Hello. Say hi if you're there, everybody. Right. Yeah, so I've learned how to flip, which means in theory, if I show you things, it'll look the right way round. In theory. Shall we try? Look what I've got. Oh, yeah. Do you see it the right way round? Let me wait for that to come up. I can see it the right way round. Let's see. Baz is sending us hearts. Yay. Oh, look. Okay. It just arrived like at 9:30. So, I haven't actually looked at it yet. Can you believe I haven't looked at it yet? It was all very well me saying, if I can tear myself away, I have had other things to do. So I had to just leave it. I'm going to save it and savour it. Obviously, I've seen it online, so I know what's in there. So it's not like it comes as some massive shock because I've not seen it. So in that sense. So I think I might even save it, believe it or not, till this afternoon. I've got some other things to do this morning. Obviously, I'm here with you guys. Now your coffee mug doesn't need to be back to front. That's a good point. Yeah, when I get my mug, my Stamping With Val mug, I won't have to reverse the writing. Good point. Good point. I haven't done anything about that. I'll get there eventually. Why am I looking down here? What's down here? The only thing is it now confuses me because it's the right way round on there. The actions I take in here are opposite on the screen, which is a bit weird. But I'll get the hang of it. I've got my tea. I've drunk most of it, so I'm going to sip the rest. And I've forgotten again what I was going to tell you. Yes, I think I'm going to save that. Maybe I've got Laughs and Paper Crafts tonight. That's my in-person monthly class, the first Friday of the month. So here we are, first Friday of the month. I've got 14 people coming to class tonight, which is great. We've been a bit quiet the last couple of months. A couple of people couldn't make it that month or couldn't make it that month. And we'd been about 9, 10 people, 14. All of a sudden, everybody's like, yeah, I'm coming. So we've got loads of people coming tonight. So that's great. But still got to prep. I've designed the cards. I have designed the cards. But I've still got to prep for them to come and get everything together and what have you. So, so I've got to do that after this. And obviously I upload the video to YouTube and faff about with things like that. A few blog posts to tidy up, ready for the weekend. They can't wait for the new catty. They're not getting it tonight. Sorry to disappoint them. They are not getting them tonight. Not just yet. So they're going to have to wait a few more days. I have been getting ready for my catalogue arrival. So over here, I've been preparing my labels to go on the back. And I've printed off some wish list to pop inside. Who said hello? Hello, Lisa. Oh, have you? I'm not sure you've popped on before. Tell us who you are and where you're from in your best silhouette. Blind date. Hello, Chuck. What's your name and where you're from? I can do a Scouse accent. That's not it though. I'll have to try harder, won't I? Okay. So hi, Lisa. Okay, so yes, new catalogue has arrived, but I haven't looked at it yet, saving it for later. Class tonight, need to prep. It's quite weird that you're the right way around. I mean, we've got away with it because my parting's in the middle, so that doesn't fool anybody, and what have you. So I wouldn't say my face is symmetrical. No, but this side's, but no, this side. Oh, that's weird now because I'm the opposite. You might be seeing me the right way round. I'm seeing me the wrong way round. Well, that side. This side's better. This side's not so good. That's totally confusing now. Oh, I've confused myself. Maybe it was better when you lot were back to front, not me. You lot are back to front. Yeah, it's not me. You lot are back to front. Anyway, so today in our Facebook Live, I thought we would take a look at my retiring stash. Okay, and I'm even going to take you off the little doodah in a minute, and I'm going to show you the box down here. I can't bring the box to there because the box is like that. It's huge. Yeah, it's got all my retiring stuff in it. So let's see if we can get a look. I might just see if I can move the whole stand rather than take you off. So down here, there it is, yeah. Oh! No, I didn't expect that to happen. Where are we? Can you see? That is my box of retired stuff. Okay, that's just my stamps, my dies and my punches. Okay, that was a bit, right, let's tighten that up so that doesn't swing around again. Bashed in the face. That's just my current stamps, dies and punches. So it doesn't include any paper, which is over there, not over there, over there. Or my ribbon drawer, none of that. I've not dealt with any of that yet. I'll deal with that at the last minute. That's a lot I'm keeping most. Well, that's what we're going to be talking about today, Lisa. So that'll be interesting to see your thoughts on it. That is a lot. I also have 2 large boxes in the garage of retired stuff from previous years that I haven't managed to either sell or give away yet. I haven't tried selling it. I usually give it away. And I've got more than I can possibly shake a stick at. Okay, so there's 2 big boxes in the garage full of stuff. I'm thinking I'm going to maybe have to have a sale of some of that older stuff this year because I've just got so much. It's ridiculous. That box is particularly big this year. And actually that didn't include my spring summer stuff that isn't carrying across either. There's a smaller box, a smaller sort of one of those white crates. There's like IKEA type ones, which has actually got my spring summer stuff because I've still got that slightly separate, but that isn't going into the main catalogue. Okay, so there's still what? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Another 10 stamp sets in that box. That are separate. It is particularly bad this year. That is because I was very lucky when I was on the artisan design team and they sent me a lot of stuff. Okay, and if I'm honest, a lot of it is stuff I wouldn't have bought for myself. I wouldn't have bought if I was shopping just for me. But says my retired stuff goes back to when I used to be a customer with you. Yeah, I bet it does. I bet it does. I think some of mine does too. I was very, and they sent us lots of stuff, which was great. It was absolutely great, but a lot of it's now retired, and that's why the box does seem to be particularly large this year. I don't think it's that Stampin' Up are retiring more. I don't think. But I am keeping a small handful of products. So I want to share those with you today, looking at what I am going to keep and why I'm going to keep it. And then we'll have a look at today's card, which uses some of that retired stuff on my card. Okay, so I'm only keeping 4 stamp sets this year. Okay, only 4. The reason I don't keep masses, because I used to keep a lot, and I still have some stuff that I have kept from previous years that I've held on to for me personally. And it's in one of those boxes in the garage. And I don't use it because I've got so much current stuff right there in front of me. When I go to make a card, I grab for that because it's right there. It's right there in front of me. It's very easy to hide your stuff in drawers, hide your stuff in cupboards, and you forget you've got it. Oh, hi Danielle. Hi Jessica. Looks like she's just joined us as well. So we're talking about the retired stuff I'm going to keep. Okay, and I'm going to bring this up as well because I've said hi to you. After I've done these videos, I save them off Facebook and I upload them to YouTube, and a couple of my friends watch them via YouTube instead on like a replay. And because it's not live for them, obviously I'm talking to you, referring to comments on the bottom that they can't see as part of that video. And one of them called them, it's like you're talking to your imaginary friends. I was like, well, me and my imaginary friends, thank you for that. Thanks very much. I know you're not imaginary. She was just being mean about us. Right. I had to tell you that then. So yes, because it out of sight, out of mind. That's the phrase I'm thinking of. Out of sight, out of mind. If you tuck it away in a drawer, in a box, in a cupboard, in the garage, you forget you've got it. You forget you've got it. Okay. Think that when you start making, you're also posting on your blog, etc., you need to use current. Yeah, exactly. I'm running a business. There's no point me showing you things and going, look at this, it's fabulous. And you go, that's a great stamp set, Val. Where can I get one? And I go, you can't. It's 4 years old and Stampin' Up retired it. No, that's no good. Okay. So I'm only keeping 4 this year. And how long I keep them for, who knows? It depends how much I then use them, because if I tuck them in that box, they might not get used. But they are the 4 that I am going to keep. Okay, I'm going to show you those. Okay, Lisa's in the US and she needs to go back to bed. Oh, thanks very much, Lisa. I'm surprised. What are you doing? I'll put 4 a.m. Have you got like a baby or something? Maybe. I don't know. I can't tell from the picture whether that's likely. But thank you for joining us. Catch the rest on replay. Maybe. Bye. Right then, so I'm going to keep Nailed It. Okay, this is from this spring summer catalogue, or the occasions catalogue, where you are. I am going to keep Nailed It. I love it, and I have found men's sets a little bit lacking. I don't have enough, and I end up using the same ones over and over again for certain people. That gets boring for them and boring for me. So I am going to keep Nailed It. Okay. Okay. I am also going to, that's the only one from the spring summer catalogue I'm keeping. Okay. That's the only one I'm keeping. From the main catalogue come the other 3. And part of me even now is going, why are you keeping them? How much will you use them? She nailed it. Exactly. I'm going to keep tin of cards. Now, this is one that I'm like, really? Why? But I know why. I really like the fonts in the sentiments, in particular the happy birthday here. Okay, I love fonts. I own so many sentiment sets, and even when I buy image sets, it's probably for the fonts in the sentiments. I love them. Okay, so I am going to keep this one for the 4 images that I don't think I've ever used any of the rest of it. Okay, although in today's card I have used the star. Woohoo. Okay, this one is staying with me at least for a little while. The next one, okay, I'm keeping is Perpetual Birthday Calendar. Okay, and I'm keeping it for, this is putting me, I haven't worked out that the screen's on a different side, so I keep falling off going, oh look, no, right, this one, this swoosh, this watercolour swoosh. Okay, and I will probably still continue to use it. Okay, if this hasn't sold out, get it just for that. Okay, I love this stamp set, and so it will stay with me just for this. Okay, I bought it for this, I'm keeping it for this. And finally, and I'm not actually even keeping this one for me, I do keep a small handful of my stuff that I think will be really useful for my children and that they'll get enjoyment out of, because they need crafty stuff too. Okay, so I am going to keep Snow Place. Okay, they're fabulously sized for the kids' Christmas cards when we come to do those. And it's just fun and child friendly with a bit of a joke and what have you. So I am going to keep Snow Place, but I'm keeping that more for my children than for me, if I'm honest. Okay, so those are the 4 stamp sets I will be keeping this year. That's it. The rest is going. Okay. Great for tags. It is a great size for tags. It is a fabulous size for tags. The main bulk of what I'm keeping is dies. Okay, if you guys know me, you know that I love my Big Shot. I adore my Big Shot. I use it on Not every project, but a lot of projects, probably 9 out of 10 will see some Big Shot use. I love my Big Shot. So the majority of what I am keeping is Big Shot dies. Okay, and there's still a lot in that box that are going, but I am keeping where they make boxes, because I love little boxes and little gifts and what have you. So I am keeping Curvy Keepsake. I am keeping the Baker's Box. And I may being on the Cutie Pie Thinlits, the one that makes the cake. That's a bit of a maybe at the moment as to how much I would use that one. These ones are definite, and I have box dies from going from years back when they used to be the big chunky dies that we used to get. I've still got most of those. How much I get them out actually, again, is limited, but I love them, and I love making boxes and things. So box dies are staying with me. The Cutie Pie is a bit of a maybe. I'm not 100% sure on that one, but at the minute it's in my keeping stash. Okay, and then I have a couple more. Now, 2 of them are kind of obvious because they go with the stamp sets I showed you. So I'm keeping the Snow Friends because it went with the Snow Place, and I'm keeping the Build It because it goes with the Nailed It, and it makes sense to keep those because they coordinate with the stamp sets I'm keeping. Okay, and then I'm down to 2 more. I am keeping the Tags and Labels framelits. I love the rectangle shapes in these, the ones with the little rounded off, inside rounded off corners. Okay, make a project with Cutie Pie for next week. Why? Tell me why. Why? What's happening next week? It's not my birthday. It's not your birthday. Or just a suggestion, or for something. So I've got a great project using Cutie Pie over here. Let's see, because you know me, I don't keep them as they are supposed to be. I do other stuff with them. So this was one where I widened it. I made it twice as wide. So it's still the triangle on the end. Okay, but it also reminds me like of sandwiches, like sandwich boxes. You know, when you get sandwiches from the supermarket. Lots of sandwiches, obviously. So there's a really cute project using Cutie Pie. Look, woo. Love it. Right. So the other 2 I'm keeping, yeah, this one for the tags and labels. Oh, to decide if I want to keep it or not. Well, I will love it then, but it's thinking more long term. And then I'm going to keep the star framelits, okay? Because there isn't anything, we don't have Star Punch, I don't think. Do we have Star Punch? I'll have to look in the catalogue. Oh, no, I don't think we've got a Star Punch. So I am going to keep the star dies, just because useful basic shape. Okay, and it's handy. Okay, so that's what I'm keeping dies wise. And then I've got 2 embossing folders, and actually I'm not sure whether I'm going to bother to keep either of them, but they're kind of like my 2 favorite ones that are retiring. So one is the large spots. We have a new spotty one coming, but it seems to be smaller spots and a slightly random, not very random, but slightly random. So I'm going to keep this one, I think, because I do like this one. They're a nice size. I do like them. And then this one is a maybe. I've used it on today's project. I'm not sure whether I'll actually keep this one long term. It's stars. This one, it's the Lucky Stars folder. But having used it today, I'm like, it's cute. It is cute. So I'm going to keep that one. Keep it. I made the... Baz says, keep it. Dish told. Right. You have a point. Okay. So that's it. That's all I'm keeping. All the paper will go. The ribbon will probably go, unless it's pink, in which case I might keep it. I'll probably keep the twines. I like twine. So I'll probably keep those. I'm about to put this away. What do I need for today's project? Right, I need that. I need that. I need that. So I deliberately made today's project using products from, but I didn't use the Nailed It because I've used the Nailed It loads. I need my bit of it. So here I fished out the retiring products for today's project. I keep getting those mixed up. I'm gonna have to move my catalogue out of the way. Oh. Okay. Deep breath. Okay. Right then, so on to today's project. And let's see if I can get it on the screen. There we go. And the happy birthday's the right way round. Yay! Oh, this is exciting, even if I am slightly confused and disorientated. Okay, so lucky stars on the background. Tags from the tags and labels laid up. Looks like there is a star punch called the medium star. I must not have that. Oh, I'll have to add it to my wish list. I shall have a look, Danielle. Well done. Right. I've used that swash on there, and then with my happy birthday sentiment. Banners, and I always cut the ends of my banners using a banner punch that retired a couple of years ago that I still hold on to. And that does get used. And then, no. A star. You see, I'm great. The star should be here. No, it's here. Okay. And the star. Right. Okay, so this, excuse me, this is today's project. I went from the global design project. Again, their challenge this week was a colour challenge, and it was the old in colours. Okay, so I finally figured out what they were and rummaged them out. I was getting myself into a muddle. I'd found 4 out. I couldn't remember what the 5th one was. It was Cucumber Crush that I was completely forgetting about. So we've got Taupe, Macaron, Watermelon Wonder, Cucumber Crush, and Delightful Dijon. Okay, and the challenge was to use 3. Okay, yawn, boring, not using 3, using all 5. Okay, I'm using all 5. I'm not. Rules are for other people, for children. Rules are for the children. I'm using 5. I'm going to use all 5 colours. So I have got, let's get this on the screen, Taupe and Cucumber, Dijon for the back layer, Mint for that swash, and then there's my Watermelon Wonder. Okay, so right, which ones of those do we need? We need the Taupe and the Mint Macaron in ink. Okay, so, and let's spin you round. Now I don't know what's going to happen with the orientation when I spin you round. Will something go funny with that? I've not tried this before, and now I'm live. I don't know if I can change it. I don't think I might be. We'll see what happens. Right, so get ready. Yay! Okay, I might have got a little bit too excited then, but okay. But you're going to let me off for getting slightly too excited, aren't you? So, alrighty then, here we are. Right, jiggling you all about. Okay, let's make sure we've got room to do what we want. So, we're going to need a card base first. Whisper white. Cut along the short side, down the whole length and scored through the middle. Okay, so we're going to emboss on that. I'm going to bring the big shot across in one go, and we'll do all the big shotting in one go. So let's do all the other things first. The first thing, let's do it in sections. So first thing we've got is this, oh, Carly's joined us. Hi, Carly. The sentiment label. So here's a bit of white card. And for this, we're going to start with, I'm just moving things around now. We're going to start with the swash from Perpetual Calendar. Which doesn't fit on anything. Okay. And I'm going to stamp that with Mint Macaron. Okay, it's a bit bigger than the label will end up being die cut, but that's okay, not a problem. And I do have a little round patch that doesn't want to stamp. There we go. Clear mount so you can line it back up. Yay. Or photopolymer, I should say, so you can line it back up. Right, that's it. That's all I use that stamp set for, is that swatch. But it's worth it. It is worth it. And then the sentiments. Oh, right. Happy birthday. Not sure how many birthday cards I actually need. I seem to have a lot at the minute, but hey ho, we'll go with it. Okie doke. And I might have been better off stamping that into the middle of the label after I die cut it, but like I say, I only want to get the big shot out once, so. Okie doke. And we're also, it shouldn't put such a tiny stamp on such a big block, but hey ho. I will go ahead. I stamped my star afterwards because it's photopolymer. You can see where it goes on the die cut, but because we're doing it all at once, I'll do it now. So we'll stamp a star in Watermelon Wonder on Watermelon Wonder cardstock. Okay. There's all my stamping done. That was quick, wasn't it? I've just bent my bit of Cucumber Crush. So those need die cutting in a minute, right? I've got some Delightful Dijon. That's going to need die cutting too. So we'll put that to one side. And then I need some strips of card for these little banners at the bottom. A bit of taupe, about 1.5 centimetres, something like that. That's about 5/8 of an inch, give or take. Cut that off. Yeah, looks about right. And then a bit of cucumber that is about 1 centimetre, which is just under 1/2 inch. Okay, cucumber I find a very bright, intense colour, and if I'm honest, I can only cope with small amounts of it. For the taupe banner, so this is the old little banner punch I was telling you about. This retired several years ago, but I still have it and I will always have it. I'm not getting rid of it. I'm going to slip that in from upside down and punch me a banner like that on there. But then I'm going to use it again on the Cucumber Crush. Where's my horrible bend? Try and get that off my card. I'm actually going to put this in from outside so that it punches this way, so that I end up with that little bit. That wasn't in the middle though. Let's have another go. Okay, and then that's going to sit on top of that, like so. Okay, so those bits are ready. We'll put those there. Let's make room for the big shot. Okay, I've got my multi-purpose platform today because we're going to do the embossing. I haven't yet got that new plate. Has anybody got that new plate? The one, so the new plate seems to be like the magnetic platform, or like this, and then you have a bit that you put on top or take off rather than all the hinges and what have you. I think I haven't got it, so I don't know. If you've got it, tell me about it. Tell me all about it and why I should get it. Because I'm thinking of getting one, but I don't know what the advantages are. So somebody tell me why I should get it. So I've opened it up. Technically, embossing folders should be on tab 1. My Big Shot is really tight and it tears the card if I do them on tab 1. Okay, so this is something you would just learn using your own machine as to what's best for your machine. Okay, then I'm popping my white card base into my embossing folder and I'm trying to line it up with the score with the top edge so that I don't emboss onto the back at all. Okay, and when I'm happy that I've done that, I need some plates. What am I doing? Not with it at all today. It must be that catalogue luring me, I reckon. Maybe. Put that on there. Through it goes. So as I was saying, yeah, my machine's really tight and tab 1 makes embossing folders tear through the card, so I didn't want to do that. But if I open the whole thing up, I still get a nice embossed impression, but I don't get the ripping. Even that one's still a little bit caught there. You can try spritzing your card if you find that you are getting that nasty creasing or ripping. One thing is to spritz your card really lightly with a little bit of water. And what that does is just loosen up the fibres so that they're more inclined to bend how you want them to, basically. Okay, bit of Dijon for my bottom label. Don't know that we can cut all these at once, but I might try. I'm going to get this star on. Let's see how it goes. Let's find the labels. So we need the biggest label for the Dijon. The next size down for the sentiments. Mine too. I take it, Mary, you mean your big shot. Yeah, I own 2 big shots and they're both the same, actually. Don't need all of that. Let's trim that down. And then we should be able to fit the star. Yeah, we don't need all of that either, do we? Let's put that off as well. Yay! Look at that. Right then. Ooh! Well, that added a bit of interest, didn't it? Okay. And when we're happy with all of those, through we go. Right then, sentiment. Star. I'll put the dies away later. Let's get rid of that. Okie doke. Now, the rest of the card was really about layering and how I wanted the layering to happen. So if I find some adhesive, I'm just using a snail and some dimensionals. And the first thing I did, oh, don't forget my tabs here. So the first thing I did was put a little bit of snail on the back of the tote banner. Okay. And using my grid mat again so that I can line things up where I want them. I'm going to put that, yeah, about there. Okay, and I always cut it a little bit too long, and then you can just flip it over and trim it up next to the edge of the card, and you get a nice finish on the end rather than trying to guess where it was. Next, I'm going to put the Dijon tab on. I'm going to use dimensionals to put that on. Is that not in the least bit straight? It's not, but we'll let it go. We'll let it go. Let it go. Sorry. Right. You don't all need that in your head, do you? Okay, let's pop that on. Right, but then I want to layer this one on top, and I want to use dimensionals again, and I don't want a ridiculous number of dimensionals. So I'm going to put another little bit of tape on there. I want to centre it inside the taupe, because I like things centred. But it's only actually stuck to the Dijon. And then flip it over, trim it off again. So, and then I can use more dimensionals. The problem is, if we use too many dimensionals here in the UK, it too many layers upwards, the post doesn't like it, and they'll charge you extra to send it through the post. So, but I have ended up with 3 layers on this card, so. Like that. And then the star, and I'm going to put the star there. So I want to make sure I position my dimensional towards the bottom of the star. I don't want it smack bang in the middle. But another thing that I've found is good for like stars where you've got a banner or that sort of angle is if you cut bits like that with that V in it, from the edge of the dimensional, you know, the bit that you'd normally, well, you're not going to throw it away, I know you're not. So like that, that angle bit then just fits really nicely into the end of a banner like that, or on a star like that, so you can get close to the edge. Okay, so I mean, whatever you can get close to the edge, rather than a small stroke like this, you'd have had to put a dimensional smack bang in the middle. That allows me to go that way, and I've got the angle for it. Clever. Okay, and then that can then go into that corner like that. This is where the mini dimensionals will go. The mini dimensionals will be fabulous for that. So for those of you who don't know, who aren't demonstrators, coming in the new catalogue, we have new dimensionals called mini dimensionals. They're still the hexagon shape. I haven't seen them, so I'm only going off the picture. But basically, they're much smaller on the thing. I don't know how much smaller. I don't know if it's a quarter or a third or a half. I'm not sure. But basically, the same hexagon shape, but dinky. So I can't wait for those. And that's it. That's my card done. So I've just got little bits of all the colours. Because these colours are, some of these colours are quite intense. The Dijon is a very deep regal kind of colour. The cucumber is incredibly bright. So's the watermelon. Too much of any of those colours can be a bit over the top. Too much of all of those colours at once, then they're just all fighting for attention. The way to avoid that is you either have to pick one that's going to dominate and then add small amounts of the others to complement, or in the case of my card where you want to use all of them, just use small amounts of all of them. So you don't actually see much of the Dijon. By the time I've done the banner and the layering, you don't see much of the taupe or the cucumber either. The mint's only light anyway, so you're just seeing small amounts. Okay, so there's today's card. So let me spin you back round, but we'll end up with the whole you're all backwards again malarkey, won't we? But let's give it a go. Okay, so flipped that way. It seems to be quicker going that way. Okay, and then if we press that again, not only do you get a lovely view of my finger, but I just seem to be a little bit low. Oh, everything seizes up. There we go. I'm back round the right way again. Yay! Oh, stop it. Right, I'll move back a bit. That'll be better. That'll be easier. So there we go. Happy birthday to you. Okay, there's my happy birthday card. Using all 5 of the retiring ink colours. I am going to miss Watermelon Wonder. I have to confess, I do love that colour. Really love it. And I'm going to be really sad to see that one go. And when they do a colour renovation, which I think will probably be next year, I'm hoping it's one they'll bring back. But I'm also hoping they're going to bring back Coastal Cabana as well. Oh, I love that colour. Probably loved that colour more than Watermelon Wonder. So if I have to choose Stampin' Up, Coastal Cabana or Watermelon Wonder, I choose Coastal Cabana. Okay? Make me happy. Okay. So there's my card for today. I hope you've enjoyed it. What do I need to tell you about this fine day? The big thing is pre-order began this week, which means that if you are not a demonstrator, but you don't want to wait until June the 1st to get your hands on the new ink colours, on the new ink colour cardstock, on some of the new dies and stamps that are coming our way, and they are beautiful, okay, you can already, okay? Purchase the Stampin' Up starter kit, okay? It doesn't tie you into doing anything other than crafting with stuff, Stampin' Up stuff, new Stampin' Up stuff, okay? If you want to be a business demonstrator, great, and I will help you as much as I can. If you just want new stuff, you can do that too, okay? So, you can get your hands on those things today. You just have to buy the Stampin' Up starter kit and you can add them. There's even a little tab when you go to add things for your Stampin' Up starter kit that links to them, okay? But if you need more help, let me know and I can show you what they'll look like and give you the codes and everything to help you make your decision. Crafty Carrot this month is Touches of Texture. If you'd like to join us for that, you can either buy the Touches of Texture stamp set, or if you already own it or you just don't want it, you can purchase something else with your Crafty Carrot demonstrator using their hostess code. I'm the demonstrator for the UK and Europe, and then you'll be joining us in June for that. And I'm sure that whilst we're using Touches of Texture, we're going to be sneaking some of the new stuff in as well, so don't worry. So there's that. Laughs on Paper Crafts is tonight. If you really want to come, you have to let me know right this second. Otherwise, I hope you will join me on June the 2nd. June the 2nd will be my new catalogue launch party. I will have lots of new goodies. We will have makes and takes using the new goodies. We will have prizes. We will have a raffle. And we will have the most enormous buy one get one free sale you can imagine. That big box down there, 2 big boxes in my garage, all given away for free with your Stampin' Up purchases from the new catalogue that night. Okay, so you come along, you choose your new goodies from the Stampin' Up catalogue that evening, and then you can choose the equivalent amount of money. £20, £30, £50, £100, whatever you choose to spend, you choose the equivalent amount from my retired stash for free. That's how I get rid of it. Okay, because you guys have a use for it and I don't. So there is plenty to choose from. Dies, punches, stamps, all of it, going back years. So join me on June the 2nd for that. That's here in Rugby, UK. Lisa's back. It's still like 4:30 in the morning. You've missed all the good stuff at the end. Where did you go? Do you have like a sleep thing? Oh, what's insomnia? No, or a baby, maybe. Or children in general. Mine woke us up this morning at some horrendous hour having a nosebleed. Really? Do you have to? Just go to the bathroom. Don't drip blood on the carpet. Yes. Which, the baby, insomnia, or both? Yes. Yes, all of those things. I have all of those. Wish I was in the UK. Oh, thanks, Carly. Sometimes when it's raining and it's cold, I wish I was in your country. It's nice here today. We have a lovely sunny day today. So next week I should have my pre-order, my new catalogue pre-order. Now, the second Friday of the month is when I normally do my Facebook online class. I didn't do it in April because it fell on Good Friday and my children and husband were going to be home. And so we kind of skipped it for April. But I will be back for May. I will be back next Friday, I hope. I'm squeezing you in, I have to confess, next Friday because I actually have a hospital appointment in the middle of the day. But I'm hoping I'm going to be able to fit it in. And I'm hoping it's going to be with new stuff as well. So I hope you'll join me next Friday for that. A Facebook Live online class. So that way I do less talking and we do 3 projects, hopefully with new stuff. That's the plan. That is the plan anyway. Okay, next Friday, 10 a.m. What else? Don't know. If you're watching me on YouTube and you've enjoyed my video and you want to see more videos from me, hit the subscribe button. I think it's one side or the other because I'm disorientated. Hit the subscribe button there, and that way you'll see when I load new videos. I have a new video coming up. Less talking, more crafting. Yeah, exactly. I have a new video coming up next week for a really fun die cutting technique, new colours in it, fun colour combination. You're going to love it. That's coming up on Monday, loaded to my YouTube channel and to my blog. I think that's it for now. So thank you all for watching and I'll see you soon. Bye.